My name is Maha Ridha. I was born in Najaf al-Ashraf in Iraq, and I came to this country in 1983. I have 4 children, and I enjoy working with other people. I enjoy helping other people, and I always liked being part of a team and help other people. I went to this English classes. This was the first month. The second month I came here. And I went there, and the lady asked me one sentence, and I answered her. And she said to me, go to that classes. So I went. I didn't know the class. It was level 1. So I sat there. The teacher asked me, write one, you know what they ask somebody who doesn't know any English. She said, write a sentence about yourself. So I started, so I wrote an A4 about myself. My name is this, I am married, I have 4 kids, I did that. And she said to me, what are you doing in this class? I said, I don't know. The lady said to me, go. She said, no, you should be. So cutting the story short, I was moved 4 classes in one day. Because, you know, when you start to talk, people think that you don't know anything. But when they see what you can do, so in that, I still remember the lady who was the teacher was saying to me, you shouldn't be even in this class because your English is much better than the rest of the class. This was the first month I came here. Still, I found it difficult because I couldn't understand the dialogue. I couldn't understand what people are saying. I had this communication problem with other people, because I could read and write, but I couldn't speak properly to them so they can understand me. And I feel this problem is with any Iraqi lady who come here, because in Iraq, the English is very good. The level of the teaching is good, but they only make us read and write and grammar and literature and Shakespeare and all these things, but they don't tell us how to communicate, how to talk. This is a big problem. When you are here, you want to speak to the school teacher, you want to speak to the bus driver, you want to do this, you want to do that. When you can't do that, when you can't communicate with people, I think it is the biggest barrier. And I feel that every lady who come here, first thing she has to do, she has to go and learn the language. I always feel that we women are ambassadors for the faith, and always tell the young lady who work with me, like, you are representing us. Always, whatever you do, it represents Islam. So always try to give that impression to other people and do whatever you can to serve the faith. I'm trying also to always saying to them that you have to take over from us. So you need to be trained, you need to know what is happening around you. For example, we are going to, we started the UN work. I am the Al-Khoy Foundation representative to the ECOSOC, which is the Economic and Social Council, which they organize an event every year, which is called CSW, the Commission on Status of Women, where women from around the world gather there and share experience, and also they affect the decision that is made by the UN and then given to the states to be implemented. So every year, what I do, even last year, I try to get 1 or 2, or even once we took 5 young women to go there with us. We go there, we submit a written statement, we submit an oral statement, we organize a side event, they call it a parallel event, which is going at the same time with the actual event, and every year is under a special theme. For example, last year was violence against women. So we went there and we talked about how Islam tackled violence against women, how women in Islam got their rights years before the UN gave the women to rights. We talk about Imam Sajjad and Risalt al-Huquq, and how he was treating his mother and his, who was in his women in his, in his family. And by this, I feel that these young women are trained to go out and raise our voice, raise awareness about what is happening to us, how Islam is treating women, and also be there with the wider community, be there with the other community, and raise our voices, have a platform to express ourselves, rather than the impression about Muslim women they are oppressed, they are at home, they do nothing, only raise children and sit at home. So I feel this work is really giving the young ladies or even young boy in Geneva. We went this year also to the Human Rights Council in Geneva, and we supposed to submit an oral statement, and I decided that to the young team, the young boy and the young lady who was with me, they should deliver the statement, and they should raise their voice in this international arena to, first of all, to serve the community, and secondly, to be trained, and then to, in the future, they can take over from us. Al-Kawthar Project was founded in 2010, and since then we have sponsored more than 600 or even more orphans. Who we are support on monthly basis, but we have more than 1,000 who we are supporting on occasionally. We organize events here in London and we raise funds. Then we do event there in Najaf and around Najaf. The Al-Kawthar is around Najaf and Karbala and rural area around Najaf. And one day we were organizing, it was during Ghadir, because today is Ghadir, it was Al-Ghadir, and we organized an event for the mother and the orphan, the widows and orphans, to come and have nice food, and we prepared some present for them, for the kid. This is always, we do that every time, because we think that we need to also educate the youth, the widows and orphans, not only giving them some help. And I asked the ladies, what is Al-Ghadir? Do you know Al-Ghadir? So some of them, they said, oh, this is, one small girl came to me and she read about 3-4 lines of poetry in Arabic for Al-Ghadir. This really touched my heart, because she was saying the story of Al-Ghadir, and she was only, I think, 8 or 9, in like 2 lines of poetry, which was really, good. And the other ladies, for example, I met this lady who was saying to me, oh, I know you are, talking about Al-Ghadir and Amir al-Mu'minin, but we need more help, because Amir al-Mu'minin was looking after the orphan. And she started to talk, and I didn't know what to say to her. It was really touching my heart that these ladies are left without their breadwinner. They left to look after. Every one of them have 6-5 kids, young as from 1 and 2 up till 13, 14. So these stories there also make me work harder, make me give more time to Al-Kawthar. And it is the project which really close to my heart, because I can see that we are helping all these kids and all these women. Last month and this month, we managed to get 2 young boy get married. So we they bought them a bedroom, and to the extent they took the bedroom there, the room didn't have a door, so we had to put a door for the room. We also helped with the walima. They were so thankful, and they were so appreciating what we are doing. So these kind of things really touch my heart and make me work maybe harder. I have so many things. I am a grandmother, I am a mother, I have a family to look after, but still Alhamdulillah, I feel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me this tawfiq to do this kind of work. Actually, most of my work is to serve the faith. I always said that I am doing this work to serve Ahlulbayt, to serve Ahlulbayt, to serve, for example, for Al-Kawthar, I feel that because Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, Imam Ali alayhi salam, was the father of the orphan, he was asking all the ummah to look after the orphans and the widows, and we take a lesson from his teaching, how he was looking after the orphans. So I feel that I'm serving Imam Ali alayhi salam by doing this work, and I am replying to his request that you should look after the widows and orphans. As a woman, I take Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam as a role model. And whenever I want to talk or whenever I want to do anything, I remember that how she helped and how she supported her brother and how she carried forward the Risala of Imam Hussein, or the mission of Imam Hussein, Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, with his Risalat al-Huquq. Now we can be proud that Imam Sajjad, our Imam, did all that thousands years before the UN even started to put those rights and those articles, human rights articles. The other role models is Sayyidah Zahra alayhi salam, how she treated her children, how she was a good wife to Amir al-Mu'mineen, how she treated her father, how she worked really hard after when Amir al-Mu'mineen Bay'ah was nobody was there to support him, how she stood with him. So Sayyidah Zahra alayhi salam also another role model, and we can follow in her footsteps.